Mm-mm. Do 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 do. Good night. Give me a hug. Uh-oh. I love you. No. Oh, let's see. Let me make sure y'all can hear me first. I'm pretty sure y'all can. Yes, you can. Okay, good. What's up, Justin? Like now? No, not now. What's going on, Wesley? Hey, Tiffany. Uh, what's going on, Bobby? Now, so the BLET, Jonathan, what's up, man? The BLET. I mean, I just posted this video today, and I was like, where the heck has uh Dennis been? What's up, TJ? And let me find it real quick. It's on the BLET's page. So right now we're in a cooling off, or y'all are in a cooling off period. I shouldn't say me. Y'all are in a cooling off period as far as the companies and the contract and stuff goes, and it ends on July the 18th at 12:01 a.m. And you best believe that that's when the BLET is calling for a strike. Where the heck is it at? I found it earlier. News. There it is. All right, here we go. BLET to hold strike authorization vote. Now, this doesn't mean they're going on strike. Probably not going to get there. What's going on, Jeff? But, it may not happen. It could happen. You never know. And, hey, look at Zach right here. What's going on, Jughead? I'm going to replay Zach's deal because I just saw it on here. Um, yeah, okay. So this is what the little article says. They post a video. We'll watch that in the stream too. They post a video about their little, what do they call it? Public outcry, not public outcry, but public something. But it says in a conference call held with BLET General Chairman today, National President Mr. Pierce announcing preparations are underway to poll members to authorize a strike in the event of one becomes necessary to attain the organization's national bargaining goals. So that's at least they're, like I said, I haven't heard much from Dennis since April. And I've just been curious where he's been. What's going on, Jay? We all know Ferguson's been hounding these class ones, but I haven't really heard much from Pierce. Says the National Mediation Board released the BLET and all the rail labor unions from mediation with rail carriers on June 17th, triggering the 30-day cooling off period, which expires at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, July the 18th, 2022. At that point, self-help is available to the parties unless President Biden appoints the PEB, the Presidential Emergency Board. So the BEB would halt any strike or lockout by the parties and would investigate an issue and report recommendations concerning the dispute. So that's when it's going to be held. If there is, that's what they're going to vote. It's going to be the vote. The strike will go July the 18th at 12:02 a.m. I think. BLET, Brotherhood Locomotive Engineer and Trainmen. Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen. National President Pierce cautioned that conducting a strike vote does not necessarily mean a strike will occur. That's true. He said, while we anticipate that President Biden will appoint a presidential emergency board near the deadline, we must be prepared for all, whatever the heck that says, eventualities. BLET members have been without a contract raise for nearly 3 years. That's true. UTU members also. A strike vote is an opportunity for the BLET members Deliver a message to the carriers that we deserve significant pay increases and recognize the essential contributions we made, record profits that y'all did last year, and make your voice heard to help secure the best contract possible. No. So here's the thing: if a strike does happen, it's probably gonna last all of about 2 hours. It could last a couple of days, could last months, but the government will get involved quickly. The reason I say that is, if a strike happens and it's for any amount of time, it could be a week, the economy is going to crash. It's going to. You think the shelves are empty now? The economy will absolutely come to a screeching halt quickly. So the government's not going to let that happen. The government has the ability to mandate people come back to work. So that's the flip side. The only bad thing is they say you have the right is conductor engineers have the right to strike, but then you have to have a judge say it's okay. Nah, Jay, it could, but uh, it's not. If there is one, I'm not trying to fear monger anybody here. Uh, but if it happens, I don't see it happening, for a while. Yeah, Jay. Yeah, Jay. Yeah, if it lasts for any amount of time, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, I see. Jay was answering my yeah, yeah. I mean, if the strike happened for any amount of time, it's going to affect everything, every short line, all your grocery stores, all your everything, every industry. It's going to be bad. But I don't, like I said, I don't think it's going to last very long. Even if it even gets to that point, we'll see. Yeah, John, it's pretty bad. Yeah, you're right, Jay. Yeah, it will absolutely destroy the economy if it happens. But it's just it's a way for the BLET guys and girls to let it be known to the government that they're serious. So, am I coming back to NS as of right now? No. My start date has been moved to July the 11th. I'll probably withdraw my application and then they'll probably send me an email asking me why, and I'm just not even going to answer it. Yeah, I don't plan on going back. It's really just a plan B with new core. If something was to happen at new core, I could dip out. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Still toying. I just have it as a plan B, my. That's it. Yeah, if something happened with new core, I can just straight leave from there and go straight into NS. But uh, July the 11th at new core is when I'm really off the hot seat. So new core, as in the scrap place. Yeah, Victor, new core. They own man, what is that? What is that place they own? It's a scrap metal place. Yeah, I'm in Birmingham, mechanic. Just gonna kill a lot. Pass my signals and hazmat. Nice, dude. How long does it take to hear back after your medical? Um, nah, mine was just a couple of days. Innocuous. Trucking, what can I say? Ah, it's alright, man. I just got home from work myself, literally like 15 minutes ago. And I saw this post, or Seth in the Discord sent to me in Discord, and I was like, I gotta make a video on this tomorrow. And then I was like, well, I'll go live and talk about it for a little bit before I get off here. Oh, you was in Macon, yeah, okay. Yep, I was on the AGS when I was in Birmingham, and then before the Birmingham, I was in Sheffield, and I was on the Memphis West and Memphis East. Still waiting to do your physical for Macon. Yeah, I think Macon's a pretty big yard too. Like they're pretty busy. Of course, we all know Atlanta is. But I'm pretty sure Macon's. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, yeah, Macon stays pretty busy. I think they'd hurry up and get you in there. And the reason, John, the reason mine might have happened so quickly is because I applied at Birmingham, which is another one they're desperate for people. They've mentioned it in the hearings how Birmingham and Sheffield, Chattanooga, Atlanta are real big about they're trying to get as many people as possible. Oh, you did the East End. Oh yeah, then west of Sheffield. Oh, okay, Victory. Yeah, it was all over my stomping grounds then. Max, if there is, some states do have mandates. Like, so I think, was it New York that just recently passed a two-man crew mandate? Uh, the companies can, uh, the companies can push for one-man crews, but I think now I'm not sure because I'm not some Congress or judicial branch guru, but I would imagine that the state can still mandate two-man crews within their area. The companies may be federal, but I think they still have to abide by state laws regardless of if I'm not sure how that works because for instance, I'm pretty sure that they'd have to abide by state laws because here's the thing. Look at it this way, and I'm gonna talk about something I probably shouldn't talk about, but whatever. Uh, Marijuana is illegal. So it's illegal in the United States, but you have states where it's legal and it can be smoke recreation or how you say that it's recreational, and you can do it there and you're fine. So I think that's how it would be looked at. I'm not sure though. Yeah, Jay, I've reached out to all of our. I guess last day tomorrow. That's nice, man. You fuzz. So you're 17, turning 18, live in South Carolina. Wonder what I should if I should start off in the railroad. Um, when do you graduate? If you graduate next year, I would say possibly. Is your 401k good with Nucor? Is it better with the railroads? 401k, it's about the same. Last year was better, but I think on average it's probably about the same. How much money do I make? Where at Nucor? You graduated this year already. Okay. I mean, Fuzz, I mean, you could give it a shot, man. Turn 18 in August. Okay, that's good. So I would say just keep your eyes. You're obviously on this channel, so you'll know about it. Whenever if a contract comes up, you'll know about it. But we might as well go ahead and start. If I was you, I'd go ahead and apply now. If you want to work for the railroad, for sure. Thank you, Scott. By the way, you can go ahead and apply now. That since you're in August, just be sure they'll look at your birthday and uh, get the ball rolling on that deal. How long is the Hain test? 2.5 minutes. A minute and is that right? A minute 15 seconds per arm, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Jay makes a good point, you fuzz. If you got class 2 or 3 around you, be sure and look at it also. Hey, I had a question that a lot of y'all can probably answer. When is y'all's health insurance going to affect when y'all go to school? Is it after your first pay period? Or is it going to affect immediately? As I can't remember. That's too long ago. Immediately, first day. Okay, good. Cool. Thank you. Oh, that's right. Yeah, kilowatt. That's right. Yeah, the first day of the second month. Yeah, so if you hire in and say June the 15th, it'll go into effect on July the 1st. That's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think it was. I remember having two credit cards. Or not credit cards, sorry. Health insurance cards. I wonder if that's been done away with now. So you're active right when you marked up. Wesley, why didn't you just get inside of it? You might know what territory Macon CTs you're on. I'm not sure, Oculus. I know you're on Southern signals. You might even be on dark territory, actually. Oh, is it still like that with the two? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Macon's on dark territory, isn't it? Either 171 or what's the other one? 171, 271. Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Can't jump in that one if you're on the main line. Makes sense. I used to jump in the back of one, the local we worked at, and oh, yeah. Best not to chance it. Yeah, I used to ride one around in Decatur. Ryan, are we going on strike? The BLET is voting for a strike for July the 18th at 12:02 a.m. I believe is when it's going to go into effect because the cooling off period ends at 12:01 a.m. on July the 18th. I think they called for a strike, or they're going to be voting for a strike on July the 18th at 12:02. Yeah, because I need to redo that video. That was a young old video, and I could definitely teach it a lot better for sure. Oh, A&W, I'm not sure if they are, man. That's part of it. I don't ever look into it. What's going on, Damien? I have a video on this tomorrow. That way, any BLE members can read about this. And this is a link to the article. The comedy part is the best learning curve. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I did do that, didn't I? Because I had my stupid wig and stuff on, pretending to be a dispatcher or the try. Yeah, that's right. That's hilarious. Holy cow! I just realized how many people's in here. Yikes! Hello, everybody. Now 50 people up in this joker. Hey, Jeff. Mine was really afternoon, Jeff. Like, so I'd come in when I worked my local. I'd come in at 2 p.m. I'd have to wait for an engine to get in there from another local, and then I'd start my switching around 4. I'd build my train around 4, and then most of the time the switching was done at night. just yeah, ready to copy? That's right. What's the difference between a girlfriend and your wife? Hmm, I'm not sure. What is it, Ryan? I don't know the answer. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Uh, yeah, I need to redo that video. That's a good question too, Jay. Could be both, I guess. Ready to copy. I wonder if I could pick up NS from my house. I don't have my antenna though. I don't know where it's at. Oh yeah, do it. It's right there. I'm sure my battery's dead though. Nope, it is not dead. Wow, it ain't been on charge in I don't know how long. Ugh. Have you heard of feed mills and gas industry slowing down? I haven't read anything about that yet, Victor, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was, especially feed mills. I know UP, the government, the FRA, was it FRA that mandated? Yeah, it was. It was the FRA, I think, or the STB that mandated UP serve some customer out west. Man, I forgot how you do the freaking scan. There we go. We'll let that thing run for a minute. See if I can actually pick up something. Yeah, that's right. Did you get that? I'll never forget the first one I copied. I did really, really bad. Hey, J Rail fan. Do you remember the NS compliance bear? I don't remember that pig. I wonder what he looked like. I might if I saw it. Ryan, the rumors that we have heard is 30%, and I think there was a recent agreement somewhere. I can't remember exactly where, but it was 27%. So that's in the ballpark. So that would be good. Did I ever hit a car truck? No, I was very fortunate. Oh, the NONE. I remember. I know where that's at, Victor. We used to, when I went to Meridian, I used to swap out you. Well, yeah, the NONE. Isn't that right? Don't y'all run in Meridian? Bolton family's Christmas wish list. That's good. That's it, Tom. Yeah, STB demanding you. Yeah. Do I support Amtrak coming back to the Gulf Coast? I don't have the knowledge to even have a. I don't really know much about Amtrak, so this is just ignorant opinion. I guess I would say yeah, but I'm not sure why I would support them or why I shouldn't. I mean Amtrak's good for what it's worth, I guess. You know, it's I'm just not I'm not I don't know too much about Amtrak honestly to really make an informed decision or an opinion to form an informed opinion. Yeah, Sebastian, I don't know if it's going to happen. It may happen. I doubt it. And like I've mentioned earlier, if it does happen, I don't see it lasting very long. Really, Victor? Man, that's tragic. That's a long drive every day down 59. That's crazy you hired out in 2018. That's when I was furloughed. Well, no, I got furloughed 2019. So you were there when I was there because I transferred from Sheffield to Birmingham Man, when was that? August, September of 2018, and from 2018 August until March of 2019, I had 10 people underneath me, and they laid off 10 right off the get go in March. The strike about PSR2, not so much, Damien. It's more about, I mean, some of it is, yeah, the aspects of PSR, long trains, jacked up trailing tonnage and crew sizes. Yeah, 329, 320. Yeah, I remember that at Sheffield. Of course, I was on the AGS though. I didn't get to go up the NA. Yeah, it's been nearly 3 years without a pay raise. That's nuts. Most of our coal trains, if I remember, well, the coal trains in Sheffield was BN Power because we'd swap out with them in Memphis and then come down to Sheffield, and they go from Sheffield, Chattanooga, and then go down to Atlanta. I'm not sure about the coal trains coming from Meridian. I don't even think I ever caught one. Oh, that's good, Bolton. That's yeah, that would be nice. And they also the FRA is it FRA that's requiring the class ones come up with a fatigue management plan 72Z. I think I remember that train too. Actually, a lot of those Z trains come out of Chattanooga. STB. Okay. Yeah, I know that's all of it's starting to run together. It seems like it's every single day something's happening. 733. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, 733. That was those odd numbers. That was leaving Atlanta and going back to Memphis. How did I balance your work and personal life? I didn't have much of a personal life, Hawkins, to be honest with you, man. Yeah, I remember I grew up in Birmingham. All my family was in Birmingham, and I moved 2 hours away. 735. Yeah, I remember that one too, Davian. That was the one that went to Sheffield. Uh, I moved 2 hours away up to Sheffield to work, and I just lived in a one-bedroom apartment. I paid $400 a month for that apartment, and all I did was work. There wasn't any personal life outside of that. The only time I'd have a personal life is whenever I had my 2 days off. I would take off and go back home. Yeah, Jeff, you're right. Very, very true. And it's, last time they that y'all wanted to strike, what was that? Just a couple months ago, it got shot down from that judge. Uh, yeah, all those trained Damien, I used to jump on them. It's crazy if you look. Sometimes you'll catch all the concepts and paperwork. There's another one called 265. You've probably heard of that one. 260 or 264, 265. Those stack trains. Those trains originate in California. Yeah, Bolton. There's a fine line there, and I mean, I guess, I mean, what is the company's going to do? I mean, I mean, are they really going to try and fire CTs if they don't come? I mean, they can't work anyways. I mean, they should fully expect the CTs to not work either. Could be Bolton for sure. Did you miss anything? Nah, Luke, you're good, man. You're good. We're just talking about the BLE, talking about voting for a strike. They had one assigned to a local calls on the night and sent him home because, man, is Run 8 worth the purchase? Yeah, Run 8 is fun. Very, very fun. Prehistoric reptile skin. Yeah, Brian, I need to. I need to go to bed. That's all right, Damon. You'll be out there for too long. Enjoy your time off. Enjoy it. I promise you, it ain't gonna last forever. That's good. Yeah, I know Birmingham's been wide open. Sheffield's been really busy talking to some guys up there. Hey, look, JD. JD did also. I ain't been on here in a while. Just came off rest. Victor first out. Lovely. Oh, you're in Chat Bolton? Yeah. Man, I hated going to that yard. And it really wasn't so much the yard. Yeah, the yard's big and fresh. It's not really that bad to get around once you've been in there a couple of times. But it's the freaking dorm, man. I hate that dorm with a passion. It is like being in a prison, and you're always stuck there for like 30 hours. It seems like you'd call and try and catch a deadhead, and they just would not deadhead anybody back home. Taking advantage of placement time myself. I hear you, Travis. You got to do it, man. Yeah, rolling cell block too. Ear protection in the yard loud. It can be, especially if you're working in the bowl. Those squealers, or what do they call them? They're not called squealers, are they? What are they called? Uh, are they called? Dang it! What are those stupid things called? Brain fart. Um, yeah, it's loud, very loud. Retarders, that's it. Yeah, retarders. Yeah, yeah, retarders. When those retarders start squealing real loud, it is deafening. Stayed at a nice Holiday Inn. Nice. And Emory, where the heck is that at? Where's Emory? Emory, Emory. Where do well, I've heard that before. Oh, Emory, I see. It's in Tennessee. Is that a signal possibly? Emory Gap. I see where that's at. Oh, that's not a signal near me. That's a signal towards you going towards Knoxville. Oculus, you can transfer. You can try and transfer. It really depends if that terminal is hiring. Then you can put in for one. You can also put in for a hardship transfer. If you want to try and do that, the only thing about hardship transfer is they may not pay you whenever you get back to your terminal. So like when I hardship transferred from Sheffield down to Birmingham, they wouldn't pay me to train. I went like 2 months without a paycheck. Dayton District stays in Holiday Inn in Columbus. I stayed at a place in Memphis had nice hotels, but they had some interesting things happen there. Bed bugs, and then police kicked in the door one day, and there was a big drug deal stuff going on up there. Meridian was awesome. Meridian had a really good hotel. That's true, Bolton. Yeah, Chattanooga stays at the. Oh, did they change it? Red roof and or is that? Hang on, I'm confused. Oh, I see. Chattanooga. Y'all go to Danville, Kentucky. I see. Man, let me tell you something. That dorm, they just need to tear that thing down. Let's start over. Did you ever check out the old NS Squincher Pro? No, I haven't seen that pig. Used to be Burnside. We had a signal going to Memphis called Burnside. A friend of mine has sent me a Snapchat of him using off-road diesel. Whenever you leave New Orleans, my allergies are horrible. I would believe that, Victor, for sure. I remember we had a complaint with it was in the dorms actually in Chattanooga. Um, they have these window units, kind of like a hotel, and they had, oh man, it was bad. Like if you cut them on, your nose would, I mean, your sinuses would start to swell up, and it was due to mold or not molds. I mean, whatever it was, some type of something was in those units where they hadn't been cleaned, and it, yeah, a lot of people complained. Are transfers frowned upon? I don't think so. No, transfers happen pretty often for sure. Yeah, bolting out. Yeah, I didn't mind the heat either, especially on the road. Yeah, mildew. There we go. There's some type of mildew or something was going on, and it was rough. Oh, I was gonna watch this video. Where's that video at? Let me find it on here. BLET. Why is my name? Oh, it's because of my title. That's right. This is the public outreach program. So I'm gonna do what I can to help these guys, help the BLET. The North America. I sent an email to the UTU, Mr. I sent it to whoever got it. I was trying to send it to Mr. Ferguson and told him that he's done a great job and that if he needs any help with anything, let me know. I'll do what I can. I'm just an outlet here if he needs me. So I'm gonna do the BLET the same way. It's all for the same cause. Yeah, yeah. So a lot of times, Wesley, temporary transfers, you can actually transfer and temporarily, of course, and then at the end of that temporary, they offer you to stay.
American freight rail network is considered
Y'all hear
the
this?
most efficient,
Gosh,
the
that's
largest, and the most profitable
Sorry.
freight rail network in the world.
The union's president says railroad workers were essential in keeping the supply chain moving during the pandemic. He says the employees are overworked and underpaid.
But despite our hard work and despite the railroads raking in record profits, for the past 2.5 years, the rail carriers have refused to offer our union a fair contract.
Their employees have worked through the pandemic for 3 years without a contract raise. So the shareholders did well, the employees did not.
Beyond the bargaining table, BLET has been to Washington, D.C. to testify before the Surface Transportation Board, and we've met with the National Mediation Board, and we've made our case to members of Congress and to the administration.
Constant abuse, draconian attendance policies, and willful abrogation of our agreements have caused a significant number of our members, many with more than 20 years in the industry, to simply walk out the door.
Our message is simple. Rail workers need real wage increases that keep them ahead of the rising cost of living.
Well, if that right there don't speak volumes, look at that right there. That guy's sign. Railroads profit is $16 million a day, yet no raises in 3 years.
That keep them ahead of the
Nice.
rising cost of living, and we need working conditions that allow our people to have lives outside of work and that promote safety on the rails.
We get penalized if we take any personal time off.
You don't know when you're going to sleep. You don't know when the phone's going to ring. You don't know if you're going to get enough sleep to go back to work.
The more these companies turn the screws, the more railroad workers quit, forcing the remaining railroaders to work even more.
Forcing the remaining employees to work without scheduled days off, without paid sick days.
Railroad workers don't have set days off, and Pierce says BNSF makes it hard for them to take paid vacation days.
They just reject your request even
Every Class 1 makes it hard to take paid vacation days.
though they may have staffing.
These guys are up all hours of the night. They haul, dangerous loads on these trains, and they need to be alert.
And for me, that creates the safety issue. These crews are out there working on little sleep, sometimes sick.
Due to their short-sighted and out-of-touch labor policies, the railroads can't adequately staff operations, and without workers, they can't move trains.
The railroads are incredibly profitable and actually are achieving profits that they've never seen in their entire history.
They blame current operational failures on crew availability, but they failed to take the sole responsibility for creating the shortage long before COVID ever hit.
This is killing us and slowing the supply chain. And in recent weeks, we've launched an unprecedented public campaign.
Now they're making their case to investors and the public. You might see this digital off the rails campaign.
We want the American people to know what's going on. We're also taking this fight directly to the rail carriers.
Through newspaper ads, billboards, and outreach, the union is calling on Warren Buffett and investors to take more action toward easing supply chain
Calling out
problems.
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett's company Berkshire Hathaway owns BNSF, so we went to Omaha for Berkshire weekend.
While investors are buzzing over the Berkshire meeting, one of Berkshire Hathaway's largest companies is coming under fire from its union.
This meeting is a celebration of the profits BNSF makes for Berkshire Hathaway. We're here to see that the employees are recognized for their contribution to those profits. And we're not letting other companies off the hook either. We've targeted Union Pacific, CSX, Norfolk Southern, and all of the other Class 1 railroads. And we've taken this campaign all over the country. Salt Lake City, St. Louis, the Quad Cities, Omaha, North Platte, San Diego, LA, Little Rock, and Denver. Our campaign for better pay and working conditions is getting noticed.
Opposition is growing against the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad's attendance policy.
And the Class 1 rail carriers know they need to change their attendance policies. But it's not enough. We need a new contract. America's railroads are off track, and we're going to keep ratcheting up the pressure all across the country and on all the employers to make the changes we need.
I'm going to send this. Y'all can be my witness. I'm going to send this video again to ABC 3340 if he'll pull it up. What are you doing? Here we go. ABC, I don't know if I showed y'all this. Look, I posted this on my Facebook earlier, and I sent ABC 3340. So this is our local news station. And this goofball right here said, I just went and back and watched what Foot said, and basically we need more conductors. He was being sarcastic when he suggested running trains with one person. You serious? So look, I'm going to send this to him. And then we're going to go to Fox 6, which is our other local news thing. Fox, where's that? Here we go. Fox 6. Ding, ding, ding. Look, I see where I sent them something also. When did I send that? I sent that October 17th, 2019. What did I send them? U.S. Freight Railroads file lawsuits against Rail Workers Union over what? Over train crew size. Yeah, okay. October 7th, 2017. That's nuts. There we go. Crazy. There's no comments on it. They don't know why they would not cut the comments on. Comments and likes is what makes YouTube algorithm push your videos to people. Yeah, Victor, that's a good point. I remember I went fishing on a lake called Logan Martin, and right next to the boat ramp, there's the NS main line that's going to Atlanta, actually. And I went and practiced 2 days in a row. Within both days, that same train sat right there. And I posted a short of me saying the train's following me everywhere, and that was the train finally leaving. Yeah, that's probably right, Bolton. That's a good point. They probably can't cut comments on because, sheesh, I'm sure they'd be pretty rowdy. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, things are getting interesting quickly. Where's I forgot who posted that law not too long ago, or I think it was New York. New York that passed two-man crew. Yeah. New York. New York State Senate Assembly have passed legislation that will require a crew of at least 2 persons to operate Class 1 and Class 2 trains on locomotives in the state. This was June 2nd, a couple weeks back. Well, wouldn't that be crazy? Of course, I don't know. Not all states are going to do that. You can touch the same cars possibly 3 different days in a week. Yeah, I believe that. Oh, Tennessee has it. Nice. That's good. So that would cover well, knowing NS and how they work, they would probably put a 2-man crew at Chattanooga going back to Sheffield, and as soon as they cross Alatin on the CSX main line, they'd probably have someone pick up the conductor and then let the engineer run from Alatin, which is the Alabama-Tennessee state line, all the way back to Sheffield. Oh yeah, because that happens a lot down here in Birmingham. Man, I wish Amelia was in here. I always forget that signal. I think it's 41st Street. They stopped letting us stop there. It's where BN, CSX, and NS mainline meets, and NS has the authority. And if you were on a stack train, I think it was like 219 or 220, whichever one it was, going back and forth, they'll just make you wouldn't stop. If you did stop, they'd start breaking into them. Yeah, Bolt. Yeah, it's funny. Great minds think alike. You know that's what they would do. They would have a conductor vehicle sitting right there at the state line. He'd say, "Come on, come jump on the train. When you get up there, stop and drop him off so he can come back to the yard." That's some crap they'd probably do. What's going on, Michael? Hello from the comfort suites of McDonough. Nice. Oh yeah, I just saw it, Jay. Oh, I see that. No, I haven't moved anything, man. I'm just sitting here talking. It was probably the bot. So I have a bot on here, and it is a little sensitive. What's going on, Daryl? Smooth night. I'd expect it. It's going to get rough here in a couple of weeks if something don't change. Oh, I bet it was. Yeah, Jay, you can send it to me on Facebook. It won't get blocked out that way. The bot, man, is a little sensitive. I had to put it up there because we kept having bots come in the chat and posting links. It was driving me absolutely bananas. Nah, Mike, you're right. I mean, new conductors and stuff. I mean, you come into a rocky situation, but there is gonna. I mean, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Now, who knows if that light's a nice light or the entrance to hell? But we'll find out here pretty soon. Oh yeah, Daryl, dispatcher gonna strike too. Do it. So I know you're kind of late to the party, Daryl, but the BLET is voting to strike July the 18th. Yeah, Daryl, you kind of have to do that because y'all aren't protected. Y'all aren't protected. Yeah, Jay, that's how it is. Oh yeah, Bolton, you're talking about Atlanta building? Yeah, they got that nice new building. Welder, I'm not sure. It may be for everybody. I'm not sure. I know. Uh, yeah, man. Glad. Did I kill your name right there? I'm pretty sure it's now, right? Glad you found value in the channel, man. Glad to hear it. I remember when I went up before the dispatchers left Birmingham. I went up there to go meet some of the dispatchers that I used to work with because in Sheffield we never got to meet them. And when I transferred to Birmingham, I got to go up there and meet most of them that I used to work with. Ann was one of them. Um, Carla. Some of y'all may remember Carla. She was a good one. She worked all over or all kinds of different divisions. Dave, got to meet Dave. Yeah, some of y'all may know Dave if you're on the NONE. Dave, what was his DWR? Dave Riggers. Family Day. Wow, they actually brought that back. I can't believe it. The no broke people out on the premises. Yeah, that's right. Miss Ann, yeah. Yep, Miss Ann Kim, yep. Yep. See, I'm friends with Ann on Facebook. She was our ABF. And what is Ann's last name? I can't remember. Ann, was it Ann? Gosh dang it. Yeah, I remember Omar. What was Omar's freaking oh man, Omar. He drove me bananas. Uh I bet I got my track authority book. I bet I can find some of those. Ann I don't even know how to pronounce her last name, but I think it's Feigl. Feigl. Yeah, that's true, Jay. BCH Brian. I'm friends with Brian on Facebook. BCH was a dispatcher the night that almost hit that car, or that we almost hit that car in the siding in Sheffield, running 55 miles an hour on a loaded coal train. Which is the better union to join? Oculus, I'll tell you this. I used to say what the old heads used to teach me, or what the old heads told me. The old heads told me to join the union who you think is going to represent you the best, right? So, because you got to look at it this way: your local chairmen and your general chairmen are your lawyers. Um, that's just because they're going to fight for you to get your job back. Whenever you do get fired, it's going to happen. So the way I'm going to say now is, I would say if you're a conductor, join the UTU. Yes, it costs more, but at the same time, look at what Mr. Ferguson's been doing since he became president. I think Ferguson's done a heck of a job. I think he's doing a great job. And if you join the BLE, you don't get to vote. If you join the UTU, you get to vote. And that's what they're fighting for, right? So they're trying to avoid binding arbitration, so because that does away with your vote. So that's why they're trying to get a couple of different things to do, different contracts for you guys to vote on it. But I think Ferguson's done a great job, and that's just my opinion. The best thing to do is go talk to each local chairman, and like I said in the video today, ask them. Ask the BLE local chairman, general chairman, send them an email, text them, whatever you want to do, and ask them. Say, what are you doing for me? Or what are you doing for conductors, or what are you, and you can ask the UTU what they're doing for you, and you can watch videos and see it. As far as for the BLE, I haven't seen the BLE do much for conductors. I haven't seen Pierce actually fighting like I have seen Ferguson, and I know that seems, I'm not really biased here because I don't work for the unions. So that's just my opinion though. The UTU does cost a little bit more. I think it's like $100 something a month versus 70 or 80. But at the same time, look where your money's going. It's going towards someone that's really fighting for you. Oh, John, what's up, man? Sorry, went on a little rant there. Um, let's see, what was a younger woman? Oh, man, there was a couple of them that we dealt with regularly. What was her name? See, I didn't get to work in Birmingham too much, but she was a younger girl. Oh, hang on, I can find her real quick. 15 more a month? Well, yeah, $15 more a month. That would not be enough for me to not join. Man, what is her freaking name? I can find it because Anne and Carla and the other girl, they all stay together in the same hotel when they had to get forced to move to Atlanta for work. Let me see. One girl was named Taylor, but I don't remember her initials. Was it T? Was it T? Was it TBH or TCH maybe? Man, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure Carla's retired now, I think she retired. Ann's retired. Dave's retired. All those old head dispatchers have left. Hang on, I'm still looking. I know she's got pictures on here. It's funny, Carla lives like literally just a couple minutes away. Oh, what's going on, Tanner? Howdy from Meridian. Just tied up. Nice, man. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Oculus. Uh, yeah, Victor. Yeah, I was there. Nice, Daryl. Glad to hear it. Yeah, that is very true. Not sure. Yeah, if I mean you gotta think if the one man crew things happen, that's gonna be a lot of money gone taken away from Smart. Finally got your internet fixed, John. That's good to hear. New CT's about to make up 50% of the workforce. Uh, See you, Welder. Have a good night, buddy. On track to start with the FEC. Why have I heard of the FEC? Is that like a class 2? Where have I heard that from? Is that like Florida East Coast or something like that? Oh, it is Florida East Coast. Okay. Ooh, that's a good way to look at it, John. That's true. That wouldn't surprise me, Tanner. I think I've heard some rumors saying that uh something along those lines where that could probably be the case. Yeah, Southeastern Rails. The main thing, the only really advice that I would have there for you is keep your head on a swivel. Be a sponge. Don't be that guy that thinks they know everything. Even though I'm sure you know a lot since you're a rail fan. Rail fans, I mean, they know a lot. They really do. But just go in with an open mind and just be a sponge. Soak in as much information as possible. No such thing as a stupid question. If you're scared to ask it in person, you can always jump on here and ask, and I'll give you the best answer that I know. And if I don't know the answer, we've got a whole community slap full of people, almost 5,000 people that can help answer your question. So, yep, that's really it. Just be prepared to work and keep yourself safe. Don't let nobody rush you, and you'll be just fine. Victor, I would think, yeah, I mean, I would probably see them furloughing a crap ton of people. Slap full? I don't even know what I said. Did I say slap full? What did I even say that to? What's going on, Modern? You ain't missed anything, man. Definitely hand out slaps where slaps need to be there, John. You just walk in a building. Yeah, it could be like I wonder if they could possibly do like the unions fought hard, like the pre-85 guys. I wonder if they got to buy you out. But I know there's no contract though, so I don't know if that's even the case anymore. Skillium, thank you. I just saw that one. Skillium, Neil, thank you. And chicken, does that say chicken wing in it? It is, thank you. Southeastern Rail Productions, thank you. I missed all 4 of those subscribers. I appreciate that. Hey Larry, says my boots are coming back on tomorrow. Uh-oh. So you're going back to work now? Modern it may be actually. I'm not sure. I think there's a little bit higher. Their guarantee pay. Yeah, I think their guarantee pay might be a little bit higher than CSX and NS, but yeah, I would say 70K is probably a pretty good range. Somewhere around in there. I mean, you'll probably make that your first year, just depending on the hub you're at. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Difference between a train master and a yard master. So the yard master is in charge of all movement within the yard and slightly outside of the yard limits. Train master is typically your train masters are going to be assigned to a certain, not district, but a certain division, I guess you can say, like the Memphis West, the Memphis East, and they are responsible for the movement of those trains on that particular line, whether it be the East End or the West End, and it's their job to make sure those trains are rolling. So a lot of times you'll see train masters actually come and pick up conductors and take them to the train whenever they get caught off the extra board, and they're going to do whatever they can, because they can get it done quicker than PTI or any of the vans, because those vans only run about 37.2 miles per hour and the wheels wobbling and about to fall off. So I think that's my interpretation. I'm not exactly sure. Is CN Railroad any good? Yeah, Brandon. Yeah they are. Oh, that's a good point. Not sure. You're right. Yeah, your master argument. Yeah, you're completely right. And I've noticed too, even over the past couple of years, that NS, and maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe it was just in Birmingham and Memphis, but NS really got away from hiring train masters from guys on the ground. And my theory here is the reason NS would hire a train master off the street is because they don't have any seniority to fall back on. So they have to do whatever the company says or they're pretty much fired. I don't know if that's happened anywhere else, but that's kind of happened. Did NS give you an offer? Yeah, I was supposed to start July the 11th if I go back. Randy, this is the BLET is vote to strike on July the 18th. It's when the end of the 30-day cooling off period ends. It probably won't happen, and if it does happen, it probably is not going to last long. But at least it's at least they're trying, and I'm sure the UTU and Smart will get right there behind them if it was to happen. Am I still thinking about going, Luke? No, not really. Not right now. Oh, Scott, that's good. That's good to hear. It seemed like it was a common theme for them to hire guys off the street in Birmingham. Like we had this guy named, gosh, what was his name? He was one of those train masters, the one you just can't stand. Gosh, what was his freaking name? Dang it. But he was one of those that would get you for anything. Like he got this guy named Justin. He uh wrote him up or gave him, I think it was a serious start. He had a brake stick and he was tying down the handbrake with a brake stick and his arm or shoulder broke the, didn't have 3-step, but his shoulder broke that line, that invisible line in between the rail cars, because he was sitting up on the head end watching him, and his shoulder broke that line, and gave him a serious start for it. He'd get you for all kinds of stuff. I want to say it wasn't Richard. Gosh, I can't remember that guy's name. He was hired off the street. How long has it been, Tanner? So I was in Birmingham in 2019. I cannot remember that freaking guy's name. But the ones I remember off the top of my head is Al Van Buren from Sheffield, Nick Mullins from Sheffield. Man, what was my favorite trainmaster's name of all time? Jim Ellison from Decatur. Oh, yeah, I remember Walt Victor. I can't stand that guy. Walt is one of those trainmasters. But Jim Ellison in Decatur was the best trainmaster I've ever worked for. Mullins in Savannah now. Really? What's going on, Rail Man? You gotta watch out for Mullins. I don't know if you know that, Scott, but Mullins, he's one of those train masters. I cannot stand that guy. He will banner you in a heartbeat in a corner. If you're going to a siding, it's got a turn in it, he will put a banner there, 100%. Bolton, do you know Will that works in the yard or the tower, the yard master? I can't remember Will's last name. What is Will's last name? Will Bryan. Is that his name? Yeah. Will Bryan. That was one of my instructors. Oh, Tanner, where was you at? Was you on the NA? Yes, Rail Man, you are my shirt tester, and because I would definitely prefer to have quality over anything else. So you're going to be the man that makes the call. Had a Trainmaster put the banner up backwards. Yeah, that's real nice. Oh, were you on the AGS, Tanner? So when I was in Birmingham, we had Mr. Browning. He was still there on the AGS North. What was the guy that worked underneath Browning? Do you remember his name? He was a younger. I say younger. He wasn't that young. He was probably in his 40s. Uh, Gosh, man, I cannot remember that dude's name. Booker. I can't remember the South AGS guy too. He was cool too. I don't remember Booker though. Road foreman. I don't remember Booker. I don't remember that name. He may have been there, but I don't remember that name. Oh, was he? Nah, I don't think so, Bolton. I think Will's always been been a yard master in Chattanooga. I know he works night shift. I've talked with him several times when I was pulling. I don't know what he does now though. That's been years ago when I talked to him. Woodley? Oh, that sounds familiar. Woodley, Booker Woodley. Maybe that's. I don't even know if that thing works anymore, Modern. I don't think it does. Hang on, I'll send it to you. I remember that last name. Oh, maybe it does work. Does that link actually work? Nope. Link invalid. Hang on. I've already changed this to like never ever change, but for some reason it keeps changing. I don't know why. Beard. I remember Beard. Oh, Will's first shift in North Tower now? That's good. Gosh, this was 2019, 2018 when I talked to him at night. I can remember coming in the yard. I hollered at him when we came through, what is that, North Tunnel? Hey, Roman, thank you. Well, gonna have to order you some shirts now. Thank you, buddy. I cannot remember that dude's name. Saved my life. Retired Air Force. Yeah, I remember. What was the other guy on the freaking South AGS? He worked in Tuscaloosa all the time. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Was it out? No. Talk to me, old CT. Yeah. Yep, that's right. Have you seen any Westleys? No. $200 pins from your realtor. Nice. Man, that's gonna bother me until I think of that guy's name. Oh yeah, Johnny. Yeah, man, that woman. Oh my gosh, that woman. She's so full of crap. Oh, I want to thank. I want to thank. First off, I want to thank our employees for getting us through COVID and record profits. But oh, we're not going. We're not even going to even think about giving you a contract or a raise. I don't think so. Oh, I see what you did, Roman. Yeah, you made some pins for your realtor. Nice. That's pretty cool. Hey, Jason Alt. Yeah, I remember Alt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's him. That's what I was thinking of. He worked in Tuscaloosa. Yeah, Jason Alt was one. Gosh, what is that guy's name on the north end? He only worked for a couple months and he was fired. I cannot remember that guy's name. It's gonna bother me. I need to message Justin. Maybe I can message Justin see if he'll answer me. It's gonna bother me until I figure it out. He worked in a Tala with Browning. That's the only thing I can remember. I want to say it starts with an R, but I cannot remember. Oh yeah, so Roman, I know you're kind of late, but the BLET voted to. They're going to vote to strike on July the 18th. Do you know Norfolk and Western? I don't think that was before my time. UP or BNSF for best pay? Ooh, Skillium, that's a good question. Both of them make good money. Both of them have crappy attendance policies, though. Where did he work? He was a train master on the. I'm not sure where he worked prior, but he was a train master on the AGS North. He worked under Browning. Stephen Grant in Decatur. I don't remember Stephen Grant. We have. Oh man, what's that woman's name? I don't think Justin's gonna answer me. He ain't been on live in a while. We had we have a train master named Beverly that was in Decatur, and oh gosh, she's something else. Beverly, and then we had Jason. Man, not Jason. Rob Stone. No, it wasn't Rob Stone. I'm pretty sure y'all got Adam there for a little bit too. What was Adam's last name? Adam. Parrish. Y'all remember Adam Parrish? I think he went to Chattanooga for a little bit, then he quit and left and went up north. And now he's moving back down to Kentucky, I think. I'm friends with him on Facebook also. Yeah, Roman, that's what I thought. That's what I was saying. If there is one, I don't see it lasting very long. The government's gonna get involved and mandate everybody go back to work. Norfolk Southern, Western theme song? No. No, I don't know that one. What's going on, Emilio? I was just talking about you earlier. I couldn't remember that freaking signal again. Yeah, Adam Parrish. He worked in Decatur too, and he left from Decatur, went to Chattanooga for a short period of time. Then he left, but he was one of the train masters that would banner you, and he would just like go out there in the yard and put the banner up in the track you were in before you ever cranked up the engine. So you'd fire up the locomotive, pull forward, and then we'd say whatever our local was, whatever, what was our A83 stopping for banner or whatever you had to say.
Mic off. Mic on.
I wish Justin would freaking message me back. That's gonna bother me. Gosh dang it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, stop due to obstruction. That's right. Man, I'm thinking really, really hard. What is that dude's name? Wait, did Justin message me back? No. Damn it. Deer eating all the corn in the tracks. Well, that's gonna be dead. They're gonna be dead for too long. Need to holler at Daryl for that one, Southeastern. Daryl's the dispatcher for CSX. Is this thing even scanning? I ain't got nothing on this radio the whole time. What was a female voice you just heard? Ain't no. Oh, you're talking about my headset right here.
Mic off. Mic on.
Danny Harmon.
Mic off. Mic on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Roman, that, they're not going to let it last because I was telling guys at work today, they were asking me about it, and I said, man, the strike lasts for any amount of time. I said, you think the shelves are empty now? You wait till them rail cars stop moving. Because, like the general public, they just don't understand how many rail cars are out there on the tracks. I mean, you're talking about hundreds of thousands of rail cars moving goods. That's nuts. Yeah, that's where he was, Victor. He was probably he was a black guy in his 40s. Oh man, I can't remember his name. It's gonna drive me absolutely bananas. Gosh, dang it. But yeah, he was a company man for real. company, man. See, not sure. Take it easy, man. Tag out with Bolton tomorrow. Nice. Appreciate you being here. All right, I got someone else I can message. Hang on. Are you still out there right now, Victor? You're on the... Wait, you said you was working on... Did you say you was working on the NONE? Are you on the AGS? You said you was on AGS. Let's see. See if Chris answers me. He may be asleep. No, it wasn't Abdul. Gosh, man, I can't. I'll figure it out here in a little bit. And whenever I figure it out, I'll make a freaking... Oh, you're in Meridian. Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, are you? Oh, you're based out of Meridian. Okay, I got you. What's y'all's yard masters? He's still down there. I can't remember his name. Is it Abdul? Oh, you're on the NONE. What's the yard master in Meridian's name? He gets out there and throws switches and stuff too. He's a younger. No, he's not actually. He's not that young. I just know he's crazy, man. He is nuts. When he was still down there, if he's still down there. Have you seen new high-speed passenger rail Brightline? I've read about some of it, but not too much. Conrail's still around? Wow, that's surprising. I still haven't read too much about Conrail, and I know a lot of y'all have told me to. Definitely on my list of things to do whenever I get time. I don't know if it's Steve and Victor. I can't remember, man. It's been so long. My memory is shot. But yeah, he was a yard master down there. If I'm still I mean, the yard down there in Meridian ain't but like what 12 tracks. But he'd be out there throwing switches too, while you're flat switching cars. Best position on the railroad? My opinion, it would be probably, well, it depends on what you like. If you like switching rail cars, then a conductor. If you like running engines, it'd be an engineer. If you like time at home, it'd be, you'd be an electrician, I guess. Single maintainer. The off board. Yeah. Caleb, Steven, OC. Maybe it is OC. Was that what they Yeah, that's it. OC. That's right. I think that was it, Vicar. Yeah, OC. He's not young, but he's like kind of an older black guy. Skinny, crazy, loud on the radio. And he'd get out there in the yard with his radio in his hand like this, and he'd be out there throwing switches while the conductor's trying to kick cars. I think it was OC, if I remember right. He was pretty cool. The handful of times I got to talk to him. Yeah, OC. That's got to be it, if I remember correctly. So I remember topping that hill right before you get to Meridian. Man, it'd be so hard to stay awake right there when you're coming into Meridian. You'd top the hill and come down. No, man, I just start nodding out right there. What's going on, MFD? Wish you had a better topic for us. Hey, well, I don't know if you saw this, but BLET's voting, they're going to vote to strike on July the 18th. That was the news that happened right after I posted my video. BLET came out with their video and stuff like that. So, can the rail conductors get jealous of each other? No, but they can get mad at each other. Yeah, so the end of the cooling off period it ends at July the 18th at 12:01 a.m. And BLET is going to vote to strike on July the 18th at 12:02 a.m. So as soon as the 30-day period is over with, that's when they're going to try and do it. Of course, it may not even happen, but like me and Railman were saying, even if it does happen, it's not going to last long, but it will still send a message to the companies, hopefully. Send a message more, not to the companies, but more to the government that, you know, this is bullcrap and these guys and girls are tired of it, so. Oh, Victor, yeah, you're right. See, I never got to ride on the NA, but I was told 25 all the way from Sheffield to Birmingham or vice versa. And then they told me they said that I've never been there, so but I always heard you'd fight staying awake until you got to Spruce Pine. Something about that hill is pretty crazy, but I don't know. But I always heard Spruce Pine over and over and over and over. Yeah. Oh, can you still sharpshoot, Wesley? I figured they took that away. I used to do it all the time. I shouldn't say all the time. I did it whenever I needed time off. No, Justin, that's good, man. That's good. Now, contract's coming. I mean, yeah, I mean, you kind of came in out of a rocky time, but, you know, it is what it is. Things are only, well, I say things are only going to get better. The money's definitely not going to get worse, so that's one thing you can look at. Yeah, Randy, you're right. Yeah, PSR has done wonders. Third and first shift yard masters. What in the world? Yeah, Tanner. Oh, is that where you work at right now, Tanner? Do you work in Beham or do you work on the NA on the East Ham? Would I ever consider going back? The truth, yeah, I have considered going back actually. All right, bro, man. Yeah, I mean, right now technically I have a job offer with NS, and I'm waiting for July the 11th will be my start date. Oh, you can't sharpshoot your license? No, you can still sharpshoot. Actually, yeah, yeah, you can still sharpshoot. You just gotta claim the TA or TV days, TV jobs, whatever it is, trains. Now, if you got a pull turn that's on temporary vacancy, whenever that train leaves, you know, whenever an extra board conductor is called for that TV position, and as soon as they get called, you can call them and say, "Hey, I want to be placed on that." Oh, wait, no, you can't. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're last in seniority. You're right. You gotta wait till you get at least one person below you. Oh, 10-year-old worked at AGS. Do you know Mr. Christopher Robbins? What's going on, Blaine? How long is it before new hires join the union? You can go ahead and start talking with your local chairmen and stuff now, and then yeah, 90 days. Yeah, the truth. See, the problem is I don't have access to mainframe, but me and Emilio's talked about that. But yeah, That would be mainframe's hard to navigate. Yeah, me and Chris grew up together, Tanner. I'm the one that got Chris a job. Believe it or not. Well, I ain't gonna say I got him a job. I helped him get a job with this. Oh, is it 60 days down? Wow. That's good. That's better. What do I think about them cutting yard master going to footboards? I don't know, man. See, I don't know anything about that. See, everywhere I worked, we always had yard masters, whether it be, gosh, what's his name, Emilio? Goofball in a tower in Birmingham. We had Utley in Sheffield, then we had Goofball in Birmingham that I couldn't stand. Was it Walt? Oh, that's right, Scott. I forgot. Yeah, they're running. Yeah, they're got cameras and they're running them off that. 15. Dang, Keith, that's it. Keith, yeah. 10 to 15 conductors quit. This is on the AGS. That's nuts. Yeah, they're hiring for Birmingham like crazy. Like they hired me quick as soon as I applied. I did my medical online and then did all that stuff. They had my start date within like a couple of days. Nah, Justin, I don't know much about Knoxville, but there are people in here that do. Yeah, that's it, Victor. Keith. I got stories about Keith, man. I cannot stand that guy. Oh my gosh. Tanner, how many conductors clown how many how many conductors are on the AGS extra board if you don't mind me asking? Typically, just typical. Is there like what 20 of you guys that's turning on the extra board right now? New founder, thank you, man. Or new found, I'm sorry. Yeah, sounds about right. UP using managers to run yard after cutting your. Yeah, I believe it. What if Keith flipped you off? I'd just give him my words. 25, you've never seen more than 12, so yeah, that means y'all are definitely moving some freight. Yeah. You're right, Emilio. That's true. That's pretty good, Wesley. That's what they get. Trying to depend on technology, man. Can I tell you? So I forgot who was in here. They're talking about Nick Mullins being in. I think he said Charlotte. It was Nick Mullins. He was hiding on top of an intermodal car. Yeah, he was sitting up there on top with binoculars. Watch this. I was working in Memphis Yard. Savannah. That's it, Scott. That's right. You said it. Yeah. So when I was in Memphis working, I was working some locals like AO2 or something like that. And it's day shift job. It's like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. or whatever it is. But yeah, got back in the yard and was just bringing our normal cars in. Didn't even have to do anything or set anything out. We just brought cars in. Did C102. Broke off, and when I was riding the rear of the rail car going up to our next switch line of switchback, my conductor, his name was Kofer, he said, "Look up on top of that intermobile car." Now this was in like November, December, and or I should say conductor. The switchman, Kofer, was with me. Kofer told me, he said, look up on top of the intermobile car. And sure enough, now it looked like he was laying down on top of it, but he may have been in a lift or something behind it. All I could see was his head, and I could see like the glare of the binocular, the sun hitting the lenses. What did I say? Did I say something wrong? How about them using drones and watches at work? Yeah, I saw where UP does that often. I don't know if NS is doing it yet. Yeah, Mullins, man, he's something else. Me and we got into it one time. I've told this story numerous times. A lot of y'all probably heard it, but I don't know if Scott's heard it yet. But we had this train that originates in Memphis, and it was 22 in, and I think it ran to Atlanta too. Yeah, you're right, Wes. If I would have had one, yeah, that'd been good. Oh, that's pretty good, Travis. That's good. Yeah, you could try that. The argument they're gonna have there is that you're still in time, but yeah, I mean, I'll just be like, yeah, what is this? I would definitely stop at least for a minute, and that way at least know you're being watched. But um, no, so Mullins, we had this train 22 in. It originates in Memphis. I think it goes to Atlanta, but it originated at 6 a.m. And if you were a crew that came in and your rest was, they'd ask, well, I say it originates at 6 a.m. It originates whenever the first crew wants to show up on their rest. So when I mean show up on your rest, some of y'all may have heard this, some of y'all may have not. If I was rested at 6 a.m., that means I would be downstairs in the hotel at 5:30, waiting to be picked up at 6 before we ever left the hotel. And we were called to Falcon, thank you. They called me, dispatcher, or actually I didn't. Oh, Trey, thank you, man. I saw that too. Engineer I was with called me and said, hey, you want to show up on your rest tomorrow for 22 in? I'm like, sure, that's fine. So we was rested at 6 a.m. And I get down there at 5:45, something like that. And Nick Mullins is leaned up against the desk talking to the chick that works in the hotel. And he sees me and he says, hey, whenever we call you on your rest, you need to be down here at 5:30. And I looked at him and I said, I'm not rested until 6. I said, I'll get down here whenever I get down here. And I said, but I'll be down here before I'm rested. Don't worry about that. So my engineer comes down, he gets in the car, and Nick Mullen takes us straight from the hotel straight to the yard. He didn't stop at no gas station for us to get anything, nothing like that. And the engineer said, I appreciate you taking us by a store, Nick, or something like that. Nick said, we got to get you on this train and going. He said, y'all want to wait till the last minute or something along those lines of wanting to come down here. And he said something about me getting down there at 5:45, and the engineer stuck up for me. And he told me, he said, he said, you want people to show up on the rest and help this company? He said, I tell you what, it pretty much basically said that to leave me alone and that it won't happen again. We won't show up on the rest again. And the engineer kind of stuck up for me. And the engineer was Egg. We called him Egg. He told me that was my first encounter with Nick Mullins, and I'm really like the easiest guy to get along with until you start being disrespectful towards me, and then I'm gonna get an attitude. Yeah, Nick Mullins, he's something else. I think he's a great guy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, outside of work, he's probably a great guy. He's well spoken. He's clean. He's nice. I mean, pretty nice. But when it comes to them trains, buddy, he's serious. He lets. I've noticed one thing about Nick is sometimes he'll let his emotions get the best of him. See you, Victor. Sounds like a real print. Yeah, he's something else. MFD's. Oh man. I think he's a good. It's just, I don't know. Some people just aren't leaders, man, and it bugs me so bad. You got to add a boy highlight of your year. Nice. You should have told him. You should have said thank you, Daddy. Yeah, Mike, I'd have to go back through training, unfortunately. I emailed them and asked them why. Really? So he must have left I guess right after I left Memphis. I remember them saying that he was going to leave. And man, I can't remember the other train master's name, but he was super cool too, didn't bother nobody. Um Gosh dang it. But yeah, I remember them saying he was going to leave. So yeah, he pressed the left in like 2019, 2018, 2019. I don't think there's anything really new, Bolton, besides freaking air test. MTRs, and that the little mobile thing now. All y'all safety books are on the iPhone. I think the brake test now is 24 hours instead of 4 off air. Yeah, if you've known Mullins that long, then you probably know how he is, man. What the heck was that? Oh, battery's dying. And charge it up, I guess. It never works. Why does that's fitting. See it, Travis. Oh, appreciate you supporting the channel, man. Have a good night, buddy. A newfound interview lined up conductor later this week. Any advice? Uh, just be yourself, man. Just let them know that Be sure and if they ask, tell them that you know the job. You know you're gonna be gone. You know you're willing to work. You're willing to work in the elements. Um, just that's the main things they want to ask. They want to make sure you're okay with being gone. Make sure you're okay working in the weather. You're gonna be doing a lot of walking. Mobile train reporting. So it's basically a RIT device, but on an iPhone. Isn't that right? Can we see you react to SP7551? What the heck is that? Is that a train? Just say safety 3 times. Isn't safety 4th now, just if I remember right? Every day calling OSS. Ooh, I don't miss dealing with those idiots. Gosh, we had the same woman we dealt with in Decatur, and it was like pulling teeth. I wonder why they got rid of the RIT device. I mean, the RIT worked pretty good, I thought. Everything in 3s? Yeah. Oh, SP751551 is a derailment on the Cajun Pass. Nice. See if I can find it real quick. I'm curious. I'm all about some derailments. I don't know much about engines. Not that I don't really care about engines and stuff like that, like a lot of rail fans do. It's just not something that really interests me too much. 7C. 29 years ago. Holy crap. And there's Thunderbolts. Pretty sure I've seen his channel several times. Hey, I need to get that verified thing next to my name. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to watch Wonder because that's going to be copyright. I can already see it. We'll watch this one.
May 12th, 1989.
I like this guy's voice. May 12th, 1989. Yeah. Oh, so they actually make y'all do that on the road now? That's interesting. What happened to the scanners? They just do away with the scanners? The RFID scanners? Like Johnny Kills. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jason. So they're still there. They just don't use them, or they're depending on y'all to show when y'all are arrived and departed. That's odd. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. That makes complete sense. See you, Jeff. Yeah, I'm interested as well. Fresh and Discord invite. Yeah, I can get you one of those, man. For some reason, this stupid thing keeps on. I don't know what the deal is. There you go. Oh, they want you to keep it on. Yeah, that does seem a bit odd. I wonder what the FRA would say about that. I mean, obviously it must be okay, but yeah, that does seem a bit odd for sure. I'm going to turn this down really low.
69 car Southern Pacific freight train carrying tuna full of cargo loses its brakes as it's coming down the steep grade in the Cajon Pass, barreling towards the city of San Bernardino, California, and crashes into a local neighborhood. The train carts reside on a street called Duffy Street, burning and demolishing 7 houses in its path.
Holy cow.
As if things couldn't get any worse,
wow.
The derailed train struck a 2-meter deep gas pipeline.
Wow. A44, isn't that Bessemer? Is that right, Tanner?
Puncturing it. A week later, the gas line erupts, causing a massive explosion and flames 100 meters in the air. In this video, we're going to go ahead and hop on the dual sport, and I'm going to take you guys on an adventure to the area itself all these years later. We're talking 30.
Oh, Mercedes switcher. Ooh. See, I never had to work with Mercedes. I mean, I used to work at Mercedes for road and rail, but yeah. Man, those handbrakes. You talking about wanting some big shoulders, you want to get a workout, go check those handbrakes for a while.
2 years later, visiting Ground Zero to explore and see what kind of scar it's left on the city today.
That's nuts right there. Wow.
What is up, ladies and dickheads? How you guys doing today? So today we're doing something a little cool.
A kink in an air hose. Give me a break.
I'm sure.
I wonder what the real reason was.
You guys may have or may have not heard of.
Check out this guy's sweet air horn.
This, but in 1989, it's like we're getting straight to story time and shit. No, but in 1989, there was actually a major train wreck that happened here in San Bernardino. You can only imagine how catastrophic it was. So once it reached Duffy Street, it derailed and crashed through a neighborhood, pulverizing all kinds of houses. It killed 2 people in the train and 4 in the neighborhood here. And
wow.
Miraculously,
look at that old Pontiac. Wait, is that Pontiac? Yeah, it is.
One of the train engineers actually survived this, and he's in that special that I was talking about. Oh shit.
Dang, that car jacked up.
That dude got pied up from the thigh up. Oh shit, that bull sign's still here.
I think that's him, Justin, actually. Yeah. Baker X Derek. Yeah, that's him.
I'm going to show you guys a picture right now. See that bull sign right there? That's how old that bowling... Oh, it was a bowling alley. Now it's not. But there was a bowling alley right there. And there's a picture of that sign with the fire from what resulted. And I haven't even finished the story yet. Once the train derailed, it punctured a gas line. And what sucks is following, like, I forget how long it was, something like a week or two later, a gas line that was punctured right in the moment. So all this relief was happening from the cleanup, you know, everyone.
Guy's channel's really big. He's got 477,000 subscribers. That's intense.
Everyone kind of being able to, you know, get
back
on the same page. Then a gas line blows up. And then what happens? Just more catastrophe happens. And look at this bull sign. I forgot that thing's even still standing. There's a picture right here with that sign and the fire from that gas explosion in the background. It's pretty wicked.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So right here you're gonna see that little bridge right here. A little past that, I believe it is, there's gonna be some train tracks, and we're gonna go ahead and check out, and we're gonna go ahead and stand exactly where the gas line explosion was and the train derailment, and we're gonna kind of like see what the area looks like all these years later.
You know what's scary with the whole one-man crew thing? I don't want to say this would happen as often, but if a derailment was to happen, there was a spill, this type of stuff could happen a lot more. All it's going to take is one time, though, I bet.
What is that, like 32 years? Damn, that's an old looking sign. So we're looking for a Macy Street. That's gonna take us to the neighborhood with the Duffy Street. And I actually saw right on Google Maps, a lot of the homes are still not even there. It's just ground, and there's like one lone home that's just sitting there.
Yeah, Dad, we're about to hit 5,000. 5,000, almost there. We'll probably be there maybe tomorrow sometime if we're getting lucky.
All right, here's State Street.
Growing really, really fast.
This right there, you see the bridge right there. Right before that bridge is where the train derailed. See, this is the shit I love, man. Not like obviously the catastrophe, but like being around this, to be able to like kind of like go there in person and get that bearing and sense of what it was like. You know what I mean? And I could share it with you guys. For those of you that like to, you know, learn of historical events and shit. Macy right here. Here's Macy Street. So there is a little dirt trail to the right of that bridge that I could have taken up here, but there's no point when I can literally just go to the street right here. So right now, this would most likely be the route the firefighters were taking to get here to the explosion and the train wreck. This is called Donald Street, and then it turns into Duffy up here.
Yeah, I should definitely hit 5K before the 4th.
Woo!
No, he's a car fan, I see.
Like my favorite car when I was like around 20 years old.
Curtis?
And right
Carlson
here,
guy.
we're on Duffy.
I don't know Curtis. I've never heard that name before.
Mattress. Damn, we got like 3 videos worth of mattresses right there. So right here, I'm not sure if this might have been one of the old homes that were here. This whole neighborhood, there's the train tracks right there.
Wow.
Here's a lot right here, possibly one of the homes lost. I can't say for certain, but I'm pretty sure that these lots that are here are most likely from, you know, the shit. Look at that, like their backyards
Man,
are
that's
like
sketchy.
10 to 15 feet from the tracks.
I cannot imagine living that close.
And that documentary was mentioning, there's a lady talking about it, how like she literally felt the ground rumbling in this roar sound, and man, it's like just being here and looking how close those tracks are, it's like I can feel how creepy that had to have been. It haunted this one lady so bad because she was there from the wreck and then the gas explosion, and a train wreck crashing into her house and then a gas line blowing up haunted her so bad that she got the fuck out of here, which, you know, for in the end result, it kind of, you know, was obviously for the better, but
that's nuts. Yeah, I mean, their yard is like, wow. Buttercup. That's hilarious. Tanner says of Birmingham, 5'3", 130 pounds, and he can't throw a switch or pick up knuckles. Well, he's gonna have a long career. I don't understand how you can't throw a switch. I mean, some of them are hard to throw, but can't move draw. I used to cheat. I used to teach the CTs. You know, you put your back on it and put your hands underneath it, and then use your legs to actually move it. What's going on, Nix?
right here would be exactly where it all happened. I think that's why this whole entire lot right here is empty. There's actually a yellow line right there. There's a yellow pipe sticking out of the ground with a danger gas line sitting right there too.
Wow.
So there is a gas line still here, but obviously in 2021 the technology is far greater.
I don't know.
So we're literally sitting right now where that train would have been derailed and the explosion and the fire would have been taking place. Pretty crazy, huh? So this little neighborhood just chilling here, quiet. Actually, I know I've been.
Here's the exact spot. Wow.
Through here before. And then going over this goes to Highland Avenue. Yeah, so like pretty much under my tires right now is a gas line. So what are the odds a train derails and obviously, with all that weight, look at right there, warning, petroleum pipeline before excavating or an emergency. And it's a Kinder Morgan offset warning petroleum pipeline sign. There's one down there as well. So if you can imagine, this entire neighborhood was just rocked by an explosion and a derailed train. Really not much more to see other than being literally on ground zero of the location, but fucking crazy, right? Imagine how terrifying a train, just the metal, the sheer force, the shakiness. It's fucking incredible, man. It's crazy.
That it is.
But that is the Duffy Street train massacre.
Wow. Yeah, that's insane. Let's see, Mr. I gotta be careful about what I watch, because if I do, they will copyright. They will definitely be sending me an email. McDonough is? Nice. Oh, you work on the HMCR. That's nice. Yeah, I used to go right through Huntsville all the time, all the time, going back to Chattanooga. Did I ever tell y'all the story about me grabbing onto a locomotive? I had a CT with me. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Brandon Nix. But I was probably like 3 switches away from the locomotive, and the engineer thought I was right there. And I said, "You can take it ahead. I'll step on and I think I said just take it ahead." And he thought I was already on the engine. And he came by me at like probably 8 or 9 miles an hour. And when I stepped on, I used my left foot. He was coming this way. I used my left foot. And man, when I grabbed up there, I grabbed the things and I gripped them as hard as I could. And that gave me anxiety for a while, because I could have been like this close to get my legs cut off. It hurt. Yeah, that's good. That's a good advice right there, Jason. Yeah, if you don't feel comfortable, just let it go by you until it stops. It'll be all right. Oh, CSX requires it now. Wow, that's surprising. CSX trying to be efficient. That's odd. Six locomotives and only 2 had working brakes. That's kind of odd too. Wow. Holy crap, Tanner, that's nuts. What's going on, Derek? Right now, the cut on the bottom of a beat up gondola. Yeah, them gone cars. If you can't get in the middle of them, man, or you can't ride them, it sucks. Freak and the what you got to hang on to. You only have like this far in between the gone car and the grab iron, so it ain't like you can cheat and put your arm through it and hang on like I used to. Yeah, guns do suck. I used to get them, but I also worked local when I had to deal with them, so I'll just jump inside them and ride them. I'm like a little prairie dog, man. You just see my head up with my headlamp on, just looking. Yeah, Jason, that's pretty good. That's true. Wow. 35 or 45 passenger, that's insane. What's going on, Canadian Pacific? What's our subscriber count? Because there's been a bunch of people subscribed to this channel tonight. Y'all can see where I was making my thumbnail earlier before I went to work. $4,929. They got him out and finished working. What? What'd you say, Dale? Shire Oaks and it's got bad. I was off for sick day, and they hate that I didn't answer them and they messaged me and got threatened if I don't message in time next 24 hours, police would show up at your house to get all the items they gave me. Man, they're so full of crap. Jason, that's true. I don't know. You wasn't here for this story, Jason, but we had an engineer. I've told this engineer a few times. I was still a cub. I was still training, and we had this engineer. His name's Mike. He's a great guy, but he's a real hothead. And I had previous experience. I was working with a conductor, and he was rolling cars down the hill through the derail, through the switch, and then tighten down the handbrake and stopping so that way they could, make a reverse move and couple into the cars. And so conductor rolls them down, and I'm throwing, instead of going to the switch, I walked up to the derail. I was like, well, I'll go ahead and get the derail first before I throw the switch. Well, then Mike stumps out on the engine, and he starts cussing at me, talking about get my F and A on the switch and throw that switch, because we were doing an illegal move. They were rolling those cars by, and He started talking to me like that, and I was like, okay, if we're gonna play this game, that's fine. So I was the one that had to couple him up. So I started counting him down. He was like 4 or 5 cars away. So I said, go ahead. I said, you can go ahead and shove back, 5 to a couple. And he said, all right, 5. And then I said 4 pretty quick. Then I started waiting. I started thinking. I said, you know what? No. I said 3, 2, that'll do. And then when he coupled up, he kept coffee like a can like this. This is Katie's cup, but he kept coffee up there on that console. And yeah, he coupled up so hard, but I got back up on the head end. There was coffee on the floor where his cup had spilt. And Mike looked at me and he started smiling and shaking his head like this. And he said, "All right, you got me. We're even." And I started laughing. I said, "Hey man, all I ask is you respect me. That's all." And he just said, "All right." He's like, "I got you." And we've been cool ever since. Yeah, Michael, there is a 30-day cool-off period right now. The vote to strike right now is going to be July the 18th, 12:02 a.m. Nice, I hear ya. I used to pressure wash, man. When I got furloughed, I used to pressure wash all the time. I used to do soft washes all the time. That was my main money maker. Yeah, MFD I was also. So I'm sure, I don't know if y'all saw the video, but I've got a friend that he got crushed by a rail car, and it was because he was working with a new conductor. And he was working with a new conductor. The new conductor didn't realize he was on a close clearance. And he told my buddy to go ahead and couple him up, and by then it was too late. It rolled him up. My buddy, I ain't gonna mention his name because they're still in a lawsuit right now. But whenever they coupled up, he realized it was too late, and he leaned back, tried to get back so the car wouldn't catch him, but it caught his left shoulder, and it pretty much just folded him up like this, and it shattered his hips and his legs. And yeah, it did some pretty bad damage. He was in the ICU for a while, and then he had rehab, and he learned how to walk, and he's walking again now, so he's good. It's a BLET striking Derek. Yeah, July the 18th. Supposedly. I mean, they're not striking. They're voting to strike. More than likely won't happen, and if it does happen, it's not going to last long. But yeah, I'll just keep in touch with the local chairman. They'll let you know what's going on. No, he's still alive. Yep, he's still alive. I talk to him every day. Multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Because they had no policy in place saying that if you're a new conductor. So from what he told me, what the lawyer told him, and this is coming from his lawyers, the union lawyers. The union lawyers told my buddy that they have argued and argued and argued to the company, which I'm not going to mention, that they needed to have a policy in place saying new conductors cannot work with anyone under that has not worked for at least a year, and they wouldn't listen, and they had this type of deal happen 3 different times, including my buddy, so that's not 4. So he said, we're going all out. We're going to file a lawsuit. We're going to sue the heck out of this company. And it's right now it's looking like millions of dollars. Derek, I wouldn't be surprised if Smart got involved with it also. You'll be out fishing? Yeah, I hear you. I wish I was doing that. Wish I was doing that tomorrow, actually. $13 and catching up. Yeah, that'd be nice, Bolton. That'd be really good. What is the BLET in the road? Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen. Yeah, that'd be a big raise for a while. Big raise. And then you got to think the pay increase that's going to come from this contract. I mean, they have to. There's no way they're not going to give y'all a pay increase. It'd be really nice if it was a 30 or 40% that they should be giving y'all. Ooh, yeah, complacency. That's a good one, MSD. That's a big one. Can you come into the yard? Yeah, I used to go in the yard all the time. Final offer from NS Cincinnati base. Nice. Good luck, man. Yeah, that's very true, Bolton. Y'all are doing the same work. Yeah, that's a really good way to look at it. You go through the training to do the job. Y'all are all doing the job. Last time railroad struck was in 1920. Did y'all hear about the Britain on strike? Was it Britain? I think, yeah, Britain had one of the biggest strikes since like a super long time ago. Find that, I'm really curious. I think it's over the same thing over wages and everything else. Because everything's going up. These companies are making record profits, but they're not doing anything to counter that. I don't know about that, Canadian. I wouldn't go that far. Did you watch and stop? No, I haven't, Chris. I have not, man. I can't even find the time to watch anything, really. Too much crap going on in the rail industry right now. Yep, here it is. Says UK rail strike brings train network to a crawl. Well, you know what a crawl means. That means you're always going to have a few out there actually doing the stuff, doing the work. 40,000 cleaners, singlers, maintenance workers, and station staff held a 24-hour strike with 2 more planned for Thursday and Saturday. Compounding the pain of commuters, London undergo underground subway service. Wow. The dispute centers on pay, working conditions, and job security as Britain's railways struggle to adapt to travel and commuting habitats change. Bolton, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I had some like that also. Yeah, I had one guy train me. He's no longer there, but he was like, man, he was stupid. He was walking underneath rail cars. Like, so he'd cup up rail car, get a 3-step laces hose, and then like cut the air in, and then he'd clear up his 3-step, would take off walking, and all of a sudden he'd like dip underneath the hopper car, walk underneath it, and get on the other side, and he'd be like, come on. I'm like, no, I'm good. I ain't doing that. Yeah, Dal. That's right. Yeah, you're right, Derek. It is. Yeah, me and you both, Bolton. Yep. Yeah, I risk breaking my ankle or my leg or my hip or something like that. Man, it's already 12 o'clock. Holy cow. How long have I been live? 12 o'clock. Oh, that was definitely me. Didn't mean to click on that one. There's still 40 of y'all in here. Well, y'all need to go to bed. In the UK, they say bottle of water. Yeah. Eric need to come back and train me. I would love to be an instructor, I'll be honest with you. It'd be fun. I would enjoy that a lot, honestly, being able to, and be an instructor, be a contracted instructor. NS could hire me as a contractor. Like I said before, they hire me as a contractor, $1,000 a head. That's all they gotta pay me, and that'll be a 3-week course, and they'll be good to go. See you now. Not Meridian turn and burn. Hey, that's good. At least you know you're making money. Hey, Caleb, that's pretty cool, man. I would have been down there with you. My first start date was July the 4th, and then they changed it to July 11th. I might even go down there for the first day, just to go down there, just to see who on the channel's there, and just go down there and hang out for a couple of days. Just walk in. Apparently, the instructors know who I am. I don't know if that's true or not, and they know about my channel. Just walk in, be like, "Hey, and just play completely stupid." You ever done this before? No, sir. I don't even know what a rail car is. No, Derek, I'm not going back. Nope, there's no way. I make just as much, uh, as new core as I would as a conductor, and I work Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 hours a day. That's it. And off on the weekend. Yeah, see, Bolton, Derek is the one that likes to swing off rail cars. Oh man. Well, I guess I want to get off here, fellas. I know it's 12:11 in the morning. 12 in the morning. Sheesh. Yeah, I'll be back on here. I'll probably try and get back on here Friday night sometime. It's still early. Yeah. Hey, this old man's gotta go to bed. Dark night. Thank you, buddy. This old man has got to go to bed. Yeah, I'm not on that railroad schedule no more. No way. It's getting there, Eric. It's getting there. All right, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. And I appreciate y'all's support and y'all's insight and helping the guys answer questions and all that good stuff. But I'll be back on here. I'll try and stream Friday night whenever I get off work. I get it off work at 9 p.m. So I'll try and stream from, I don't know, 9:30, 10 to around 12 or 1 in the morning. So y'all have a good night. Appreciate y'all. I will see y'all in a couple of days. Bye-bye.